Let's go. All right. Make sure everything's all good and up and running. Got that, got that. Let's do some Hyperion Arena, shall we? Oh boy. Nice. How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's day one of the 6-star featured Hyperion Arena. I'm going for a top 100. Give me a shiny new Cosmic God here, hopefully. So I'm just putting up some points. That's what we're going to be doing here tonight. Tonight, big news tonight is that tonight is day one of the October Grindtober Fest, which is a really wonky sounding name. Workshopping that a little bit. But basically, I'm going to be doing a featured grind for a champion here. Each arena for basically the entire month. It's kind of redonkulous. But I'm really excited about it because there's a lot of cool champions coming down the pipes here this month, starting with Hyperion. Right now, we got Hyperion and then Crossbones, so that's 2 arenas right there. Next time, then it is Anti-Venom, and then I'm assuming Jabari Panther as the basic. Week after that, I'm assuming is the Miles Morales, Gamora, and whoever else buff with Omega Red as the basic champion. Following that up with Null and Silver Centurion. So, just a little bit of arena grinding here come up. But again, all good champs, all good things that I'm excited for. And, you know, starting the month off on a high note. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope the week is finding you well. It is a pleasure having you here. I'm Rob vonShoe. Good to see you, everybody. Scott stopping by saying, hey, what up, Scott? Good to see you. Hope you are well, my friend. Hope you are well. Man, Judah, always a pleasure. I don't know how you grind so much. I don't either. But the way I figure it is that it's a great opportunity and a great excuse to get caught up on some of the big old backlog of Netflix and shows and whatnot that I got stacking up. So it's a win-win, right? It's a win-win. Dude, I just started up my game. This is literally the second match, and already it's lag. Why? Why? It's way too early for that. My head hurts just thinking about all that grinding. So I will say, the caveat to that is that I have not decided if I'm grinding the 5 or the 6-star Anti-Venom and Null yet. I haven't decided. I will be getting one version of each, like a Null, a Anti-Venom, whether it's a 5 or 6-star version, I don't know, but they look good. I don't know what their kit does yet, but just visually, they look really good. And then everybody else is tried and true and useful, so I'll take that. But frankly, I'm at the point in the game where I've got a really fleshed out roster of 6-stars, and there's a few champions that I need still. And I don't know, between you and me, I'm a little bit jaded when it comes to the RNG crystals, you know, the 6-star crystals, right? There's like 200 champions in there now, and I'm looking for not 200. So if somebody pops up in arena, I figure, well, heck, that's the easiest, fastest, and quickest way to get a guaranteed champion that I need and can use. So here we are, starting off Grindtober Fest. You know, it would be fun to do one of these nights, you know, just because I do like a serial stream every week, either on Sunday or on Monday, right? Chowing down a bunch of different cereals. Fantastic stream. If you guys are free, I do encourage you guys to check that out. But because it's Grindtober Fest, it would be really fun to do like a taste test of sorts with all the different variety of Oktoberfest adult beverages out there. I think that'd be fantastic. I don't think that'd do a lot of things for my arena grind score, but you know what? We'd have a heck of a time doing it. Jacob popping in saying, "What's up, all?" Hey, Jacob. Good to see you, bud. Happy Thursday. It's almost the weekend. Heck yes, everybody. Heck yeah. Deck's out of the way there. Got that. Looking forward to that new featured 6-star, not gonna lie. I know, and I'm really interested to see who is gonna be in the Crystal too. I've seen a list floating around of like alleged champs that are in there. And from that list, it seems like, I don't know, at least, what, 18 of the 24 champs are either featured or like recently buffed characters. Which is cool. But for me as an arena grinder, it's like, it doesn't, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, there's Hyperion in there. That's fantastic. A couple other good, solid rework champion. Not Hyperion. Wow, brain fart. Hercules. There we go. Good lord. The other cosmic guy. You know. The game-breakingly good OP champion. Hopefully it isn't filled with absolute garbage. I hope so too. I hope so too. Part of me thinks that the list that got leaked is like an intentionally misleading one. Of course, you got the future champs in there that we already know about, but everybody else is anybody's guess. I'm just looking for some spice. Something to shake it up, mix it up a little bit. Where it's like, if you get the featured champion, hey, kudos to you, right? But if you miss, well, at least the character that you miss with, it's still a good one, right? That's the only way it's gonna work. Yeah, let's do it this way. So, how's it going with all you guys? Been a couple of days since the last stream. Hope you're doing well. Biggest news today, and certainly where the community and my thoughts have been dwelling, are with the analyzer. News came out that he has been severely injured. He is in a medically induced coma in ICU, which is scary, to say the least. But it is reported that he's still doing well, and you know, things are a little rough right now, but with some time and hope, he's gonna make a recovery. So certainly wishing him well and thinking about him there. We got a GoFundMe going for him right now. Seaton posted a video a little bit earlier, so if you're able to, if you're interested in it, check out Seaton's video for a link to the GoFundMe there for Analyzer. Analyzer has been a huge member of the community stretching way back. One of the OG mcoc YouTubers, posting fun content, and certainly had his own style and way of doing things. So, really wish him well. One-handed gamer stopping by saying hello, howdy. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Doing a little punchy punch action right there. So the idea here for the grind is to get through, on a typical basis, work through all of the 6-stars, right? Work through all the 6-stars, and once those are on cooldown, then go in and run through the 5s. 5-star rank 5s, 5-star rank 4s. Since the cutoff is going to be pretty high, I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere in between 130 mil and 140 mil, somewhere in there. That means that definitely got to keep up while, you know, while champs are on cooldown, keep running other champions, and then once those other champions come off of cooldown, get them back on cooldown ASAP. Just keep the cycle going, so I try to maximize as many points as possible. And then, you know, at the end of the day, hope for the best. Come Sunday, got a shiny new Cosmic God. Does someone know if Hyperion is coming in next week with the new featured 6-star crystals? Adrian, that's a good question. By and large, nobody knows officially. Kabam has been keeping that really tight-lipped recently. Like, they don't release the official list until the day of. There is a list floating around, allegedly, of champs that are supposed to be in the crystal. It's a leak, quote-unquote. But, it's anybody's guess, right? Hyperion was not on the list of that leak, but that is not to say that he won't be when the crystal actually releases. They have been known in the past to put out misleading information and then change it at the last minute. As far as like those featured crystal contents. So it's possible, but I wouldn't bank on it just in case. He's still a new champion. He's still got that really big like it factor, right? So it's possible, but time will tell, I guess. Andree says, "Hey Rob, looks like Anti-Venom and Null on the future in Basic will be Jabari and Silver Centurion." Yes, that is accurate. Yes. No, actually, no, I take it back. Silver Centurion and Null, I think. Jabari is next week. Actually, let me look at the calendar. If October is one of those wonky months with an extra week in there. Okay, so we've got four weeks, right? So today's the 30th, so that's Hyperion Crossbones, right? Next week is Jabari. I'm assuming next week is the Miles buff, isn't it? Because they still haven't done the Miles Morales buff rework arena. Omega Red is in there too. I don't think they would pair Anti-Venom with Omega. That would be cruel. Null and Silver Centurion is in there. I don't know. I gotta rework it. I gotta look it over again. I thought I had it, but you might be right. It's gonna be a crazy month. Judas has been looking for a house at hopefully a reasonable price, and it's not easy because of inflation. Dude, I wish you the best of luck on house hunting, my friend. It's gnarly. I'm out in Los Angeles, and out here it's next level insanity. Roberto, hey Rob, you going after Hyperion? I am. Top 100 push. Want to give me a 6-star Cosmic God here to eventually wind up taking up to rank 3. I will not, if best case scenario, I get Hyperion round 1, I will not be going for the Awakening. Second round, I'll be going for a Crossbones. I've got one featured arena in me right now. I would not be able to do a back-to-back featured. That would... no. I got my limits. I have crazy limits, but even I got my limits. Then hoping that the Crossbones arena, going for that Crossbones is a nice, like, cooldown period for whoever the next featured is after that. Because I'm not kidding, man. Freaking Grindtober Fest is going to be nuts. How many points for Hyperion? I'm shooting for 120 million. If I wind up overshooting into like high 120s, then I think that's good. Some people have been saying like insane numbers, like this is going to be the highest arena score ever. No. Nah. Stark Spidey's cutoff was 120. Medusa's cutoff was in the 120s. And they are arguably just as good as Hyperion for different reasons. So even if you like were to inflate that by another few million points, that's still low 100s. So no, I'm not worried. Thanks, Rob. Hopefully coming in next featured 6-star with Hercules. Wouldn't that be wild? That'd be so cool. That'd be wild. That'd be right up there with one of the best featured 6-stars ever. Costs an arm and a leg to get a decent house these days. Yeah. Well, that and going into debt for decades, you know. That's all assuming, too, that there isn't a, you know, downturn in the economy between now and whenever the mortgage is paid off. Because that would be unfortunate as well. I would like to think that, you know, the situation is a lot better now than 2008 for that housing bubble. But I don't know, man. Seeing as how, like, no one got reprimanded for that, I'm not optimistic. That being said, I mean, I'm still in the market for a house myself, because what am I just going to wait indefinitely for something to maybe happen? Nah. That's no way to live your life either. So it's just sleuthing around and you know, having it work out. Beautiful. Beautiful KO. Peak ghost action. I didn't bring my water bottle. Shame. Alright. Keep on rolling. Do that, do that. And then it really depends on what kind of house you're looking for too. You know, and like, are you looking for like a townhome? Are you looking for a single family home? Are you looking for a multi-level home? Are you looking for a room with 1, 2, 3, 5 bedrooms? Do you mind being in a duplex and a complex? There's a lot of options out there, but each one of those come with different strings. Alright, Judah. Best of luck, bud. Best of luck. I'm just gonna keep on slapping away. So I haven't read any reviews, and I don't really give Rotten Tomatoes much critical weight anymore. Like, it's fun to watch, but it's not like, oh, something did really well on Rotten Tomatoes or did really poor on Rotten Tomatoes. Anyway, the Venom scores are out from the critics, not from people who actually watched the movie, but from like the critics. And we'll see. They didn't. It was a mixed bag, I'll say. It was a mixed bag. I'm still gonna see it, but that's kind of like, man. But sad thing. Excuse me. Sad thing is that I wasn't even outwardly looking for it. It's one of those things that just pop up in your news feed. I'm like, well, crap, now. Now that's in my head. You got Sparkles from the Shang-Chi challenge. I don't know anything about her. How does she work? I've heard good things about her. Well, Sparkles is fantastic. She's good by herself, but it's kind of like Ghost and Wasp, where you need Nick Fury for like maximum Sparkles efficiency. Basically, the gist of it is that you want to wind up parrying until you get enough Sparkles charges for her to go Super Saiyan. They call it binary, but it's Super Saiyan mode. Once she goes Super Saiyan, then she starts dealing a whole bunch of extra damage, and that's really the kind of like the sweet spot. She burns charges periodically because, you know, it would be imbalanced if she just stayed in it forever. But the cool thing about that is that you can get more charges by using heavy attacks. So if you parry, stun, and then heavy attack, well, you get more charges, you stay Super Saiyan for longer, you can deal more damage for longer. That's kind of what you want to do. She winds up dealing a lot of extra burst damage, which is really cool. She gets charges if she goes up against somebody who has energy attacks. So like someone like, say, Human Torch absolutely blows Sparkles up. The Nick Fury synergy, speaking of whom, is really useful because it prolongs how long her Furies are active for, which is also huge for maximizing her damage output. So a lot of fun. A lot of fun. She's definitely a champion you want to play around with first to get a good feel for. And then practice up keeping her in that Super Saiyan phase. Because when she falls out, then it's like she's not bad, but then it's a bit of a wet blanket. Getting raided, everybody, with the hashtag Date Night Raid. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that raid, and thank you very much for stopping by. It's a pleasure having you here. Cheers, everybody. Big howdy, big welcome to Cyber, the FTP loser, Almighty Myth, Javon, B More, B McG, Sim, how's it going, everybody? Hope I didn't miss anyone. Pleasure. Thank you very much for stopping by. That means a lot, guys. FTP loser is not the biggest fan of Sparkles, and that's fair. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's certainly in light of a lot of the newer Cosmic Champions that require a lot less ramp up and a lot less upkeep once they've reached like their peak damage phase. But to each their own. I'm a fan. I use Sparkles an awful lot. I still use Sparkles. She's fun. I think she's fun. But like I said, again, play around with her and see what you think. How much you think the cutoff would be for 6-star Hyperion? Somewhere between 120 and 130 million is my guess. Because Medusa and Starkey wound up going for low to mid 120s. And Hyperion, even though, I don't know, I would say that he's about on the same level as those two. But even if he goes like a few million points higher, it still won't be like anything like game-breaking. It's not going to set an all-time arena record, is what I'm saying. Sparkles is outdated. I'll concede that point. I will concede that point. She definitely is showing her age a little bit. She's only, what, a couple years old, but still, the game has moved on a good bit since then. How's it going, Rob, says Cyber. Good to see you. Good to see you too, bud. Just took Shang-Chi to rank 5 earlier. Nice, and he is ridiculous. Yeah. Yup. I would argue that Shang-Chi is best in class. I would say that's best in class. He's just so dang good. Beamer says, Rob, I hope you're awesome. I'm feeling awesome so far, day one. I hope you're doing awesome too, Beamer. How's the grind been? It's been good. It's been good. It's been off and on. Just been knocking out a couple other things here today too. You know, work. But it's going pretty good so far. Sim said that him and I were running incursions, but I called it date night. Well, it sounds like a really sweet outing to me. Sounds like a real sweet outing. I hope you guys had a great time. And I appreciate, you know, as soon as the date wrapped up, that I was the first place that you guys came to. So that means a lot as well. Question of the day, says Cyber. When 6-star rank 5s become as common as 5-star rank 5s, that is when a 6-star replaces a 5. Fair enough. Question of the day is over here on the left. Speaking of left, howdy lefty. Saw you just popping in right there. That just worked out perfectly. But the question of the day is, like, when would a 6-star character take the place of one of your existing 5-star characters? And that's part and parcel with Hyperion here, showing up as a 6-star in-game. Because, you know, we've had the 5-star Hyperion for years at this point. Same with other champions. Most everybody else, honestly. So, like, if you're lucky enough to get the 6-star, when would you feel it's time to bench that 5-star and then just run exclusively with a 6? Exhilarate saying top 100, you say? Top 100, indeed. That's the idea. That's the goal. Top 101, not so much. Top 100, heck yeah. Dylan says I pulled 5-star Iceman out of the Mystery Marauder Crystal. And a third 5-star. Solid, congrats. It started 2 weeks ago, that's why he's only my third. Hey bud, welcome to the game. That's fantastic to have that many 5-stars already. Iceman is really good. He's got a lot of immunities, and the Cold Snap is super helpful for champions that evade. So, yeah, congrats. And again, welcome to the game, bud. It's a fun place. At the end of the day, it's a really, really fun place. I've been here pushing 7 years, so I'm a bit of a fan. I'm doing good. Baseball been good. High school workouts just started up this week. Travel team's been good. Lost last night, though. Looking to win our doubleheader this weekend. Hey, nice. Good luck. Is it a home doubleheader, or you got to travel for it, too? Doubleheaders, I always remember being a lot of fun, except for the travel ones. Those kind of suck, because you're gone all day. All day, especially depending on, you know, where you got to go. If it's just, you know, the high school next town over, that's one thing. If you go, like, across the county, that could be a different story. But good luck. Good luck. Man, I missed that. I'd say not until the 6 stones become more available. It's absurd how rare they are still. This is true. This is very true. Not gonna lie, I felt pretty spoiled with all those generic 6-star 6 stones in, you know, a bunch of the contents over the summer, but I'd be shocked if they didn't wind up, like, throwing those back in, like, the 6-stone vault or something for a while and sweating us out. It's like, hey, you guys got 6 stones for, like, you're good for the next 5 months, right? 6 months? Nah, dude. I need my 6-stone fix. Especially with how many of these champions' abilities are tied deep within their SIG ability, you know? Gotta get them like SIG 60, 80, 120, or something like that. Chris says, good luck, bro. I'm rooting for you. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you. Thank you. I'll probably grind for the selection crystal for crossbones. Hey, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to be doing that second round for the exact same thing, going for crossbones. I'll be really interested to see what the score is for that. So let me know, yeah? And good luck. Thanks, it's local. It's 15 minutes in between, not much time. Just to eat a snack. Good. Good, good, good. That helps. I'll tell you one thing. On one of the longer bus trips out, I don't think it was for a double header, but we were playing somebody like on the other end of the next county over. So it was like the bus ride itself was like a good hour 40, something like that, right? So somebody brought along Dumb and Dumber, and it's one of the fancy buses because they knew it was going to be a big drive. So they're like, all right, well, let's put him in a nicer bus with like a tiny little 9-inch TV screen in the front. So we popped in Dumb and Dumber. Oh man, we had a good time. It was great being here, Rob. Gotta get to bed. Much love, peace, and good luck on the grind. You got this. Hey, thanks, B More. I appreciate that. Get some good Z's. Good luck. And we'll catch you next time. Taxi Tax. Who's worth ranking up first? Iceman, Arcus, or Yondu? I would say probably Iceman first, just because I think his immunities and his abilities are going to get you through more annoying content faster than Arcus will. In the grand scheme of the game, Arcus is the best of the 3 champions. However, for early game, and especially, you know, as you keep pulling more and more 5-star champions, Iceman I think is a much better utility option than Arcus. I'm excited to keep little Simbi too. It'll be interesting to see how they do it, you know? Like last time the summoned symbiote was in game, they wound up like having to put like specific blocks into a bunch of content. Like you couldn't take little Simbi into Realm, you couldn't take him into Abyss, you couldn't take him into dungeons at the time. You could put him on Alliance War defense for some reason. And I don't remember if you could use him in arenas. Like they really funneled you into where you can use it. But man, once you got little Simbi all ranked up, dude just destroyed everything. It'll be fun having a 1-star character floating around with the rest of like the 5s and 6s of most modern rosters. Because if they do it again like they did before, like he's a 1-star and he starts off as a 1-star, but then you rank him up once and then he starts being able to balance between the 2s and the 3s. You rank him up again, now he's starting to show up amongst your 4-star champions. In the last couple of rank ups, he's like in the top quadrants of your profile because the PI just keeps jacking up each rank up you go. How much do you think for the 5-star? I'm at 12 mil now. Let me look that up actually, because I was curious about that myself. Because the 5-star has been around in game for a while, which is a good thing. It's going to wind up driving the score down overall. So it's not going to be like the 6-star situation where it's like a debut appearance. If you want to be on the safe side, I'd push mid to high 30 millions for a Hyperion. Given that Starkey and Medusa went for like low 30s, so if you want to shoot for like mid 30s and high 30s to give yourself a little bit extra padding, I think that would probably work. But like even Archangel went for like 31 and 32. It's probably somewhere in there. So yeah, you're almost halfway. It's really solid for day one. But again, I mean, like once you get to your goal, if you got more time, I always encourage people to just keep going. Even if they're fairly confident that they got it, just to keep going. Because it's always better to be over by like 2, 3, 4 million points than to be short by like 100,000, you know. So 40 for safe? I'd say so. You should be extra safe with that, but, you know, just in case. If you got the time, of course, just in case. Because the dude's still good. He's a bit limited, I'd say. Just because it's, you know, an older kit and whatnot, but man, the dude still carries. It'd be really fun seeing what the 6 ones are going for. Because now, I mean, Hyperion is joining a contest that has like Hercules and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Plus, I mean, the litany of other Cosmic Champions that are either new or recently buffed. Where it's like, dang, man. There's a lot more options now than before. Hey Rob, gonna head out, do some homework for a bit. Burb. Alright, Cyber, we'll see you in a bit. I was thinking of going for 50 mil. I just want him. Can't grind for a 6-star. Dude, if you got the time to do 50 and you aren't burning resources to get it, by all means, yeah, just keep going. Again, I want to point out that you probably are grossly overshooting it. But, I mean, again, if you got the time, if you aren't burning resources to do it, then no harm, no foul, right? May as well. Easy says, hey Rob in chat, I got 169 in the, oh ouch, in the Nimrod arena. Please tell me you're proud of me. I am proud of you for putting up 169, getting 169th. I am. Honestly, anybody who winds up grinding for anywhere in arenas, I just gotta tip my hat to you guys. Arena takes a very unique mindset to be able to do, I'll say. A really unique mindset. Like, just to be able to, like, laser focus in over the course of 3 days and just keep, like, throwing champions at it, throwing champions non-stop on a whim. Because, I mean, who knows how high the cutoff is going to go or how low the cutoff is going to go. If it's a low cutoff and you just keep going, well, now you're just like, it doesn't matter. But if you keep going, and then the cutoff is even higher still, then it's just like, dang. That's gnarly. I'd say that's the biggest difference between like arenas and AQ or AW or any of that, right? Because at least for AQ, AW, there's like a finite amount of points you can get. Like there's only so many spaces that you can move. There's only so many points that are available to get in the first place. Whereas arena is open-ended. It can be however high or however low that it winds up being. It's kind of up to you to guess. Tristan says, good evening. Howdy, howdy. And Dash, yo! I did, and I'm wishing the analyzer a really speedy recovery, too. That was very, very sad to hear this morning. And well, crash number 1. Lovely. Well, while that's booting up, I'm going to get me my water. I'll be right back. Cheers, everybody. Redwood, yo! What up, what up? How's it going, my friend? Happy Thursday. Happy Hyperion Day 1. And Logan, yo, yo! Well, yo, yo, back at you, bud. Happy last day of September, too. Good lord. That flew by. That flew by. Analyzer is my old alliance mate. I wish him the best. Yeah. Absolutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. It was really fun watching him, too. Like, after he had kind of, like, taken a bit of a step back from the day-to-day grind of MCOC. Like, he got... Like, he was always built, but since he was able to focus on that full-time, dude got positively jacked. Positively jacked. Good on him. Hey, what up, PP? Saying Shoe Man, how are you? I'm good for day 1. Still high spirits, still going at it, still positively, cautiously optimistic. And big howdy to everybody out there. Welcome to day 1 of Grindtober Fest. It's the workshop patent pending name for basically doing a feature arena at every arena this month. It's kind of crazy. Grindtober Fest. I don't know. I gotta workshop that a little bit more. Come up with some better branding. Good luck, Rob, says Taz. Thanks, Taz. Pleasure seeing you, too. I don't have the roster go for the 6-star, but I'm doing round 2 right now. Nice. Then doing a crystal opening for Hyperion. 3,000 most likely. 10 shots. I've seen some gnarly openings today. You could have a solid shot with that. Best you on the grind, gonna be a crazy one, that's for sure. Thanks, Redwood. It is, but I don't think it's going to be overtly crazy. Spidey and Medusa, both as new champions, wound up putting up about 120 mil each. So I think Hyperion is going to be baseline around that as well, but it's not going to be anywhere near like the 180, 200 nonsense that people are talking about. That's just silly. I've seen a lot of 6-star Hyperions from the crystals. I have too. One of my alliance mates pulled them twice. I blocked that guy. I don't need to see that negativity in my life. Best you on this grind? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Haley says, hello. Howdy, Haley. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to festivities. Do we know who is going to be the featured between Anti-Venom and Null? My guess... Well, I'm guessing 2 things. One of my guesses is that it's finally going to be the buff arena. Because we still haven't had the Gamora, we haven't had Thor Ragnarok, we haven't had Miles, we haven't had Gilly. Because they're going to be up this next month too. So my guess is that they're going to wind up having a big old friggin' selector with everybody. That's my guess for featured. Although, because I'm real masochist, apparently, there's also a possibility that they could just ignore the buff arena entirely. And I'm hoping it's Void. Just because Void winds up playing into the canon a little bit. And they haven't ever done a Void arena. So, and I need Void. So I'm biased and wishful thinking, but that would also be very painful too, because he's good. He's super good. He'd be a ring 3 for me. Like, as soon as I had resources to give, I would take him to ring 3, but man, at this point, them resources. Not just like the tier 5 class, but like Tier 4 basic, simple stuff like that. I need it all. It goes too fast. I'm employing the strategy of buying the daily crystals for Marauder shards. Wish me luck. Dude, I wish you luck. I have completely struck out so far. Completely struck out. I've gotten maybe 2 5-stars out of all the Marauder crystals I've opened. It's just been a bunch of like 3 and 4-star junk. And then on the forums or on Twitter or whatever, you see somebody's like, I got Ghost Rider, I got Iceman, I got Hyperion. It's like, man. I mean, congrats. That's cool. I'm happy for you. I'm salty and I'm jealous, but hey, that's cool for you. Good. Good on you. I've got a Rank 3 Void. Highly recommend you pick one up. I still use my 5-star an awful lot too. Like, I know he needs the Awakening to get to Fear the Void, and that helps an awful lot, but man, just to get the one, get my foot in the door, that'd be pretty solid too. But I don't know. That's just me throwing caution into the wind and fueling speculation. I have no idea. It's probably going to be the buff arena. But hopefully. You never know. I mean, they've had Medusa, Starkey, Hyperion, and Archangel as off-week arenas. And that's positively insane. Like, at first I thought it was just because they're trying to meet some quarterly financials, right? Because Q3 is either just ended or is ending like this week. I forget which. Which would make sense, you know, so they make their numbers. And I want them to make their numbers, of course. But the crazy train is just keeping on going, so I don't know, it's interesting. Like, all these champions are like so tightly held by them for the longest time, and now it's just like, here, have them all. Or an opportunity to have them all, I should say. I'd like avoid a lot more if we didn't lose so much from the damage masteries. Yeah, that's the kicker. So that's partly why I only run half damage masteries. I only run double edge. I mean, I've got Liquid Courage on right now just because of arena grinding, but usually it's just double edge. Because willpower is enough to wind up mitigating some of the initial shock of having that you know, constant bleed on you. Plus, then it falls off over time too, and there's a bunch of champions that are immune to it outright. But man, that Liquid Courage is what gets you, because it nerfs your natural regen. So if you got willpower turned on and you get a buff on you, but you got a poison as well, man, those heals are like nothing. My new company uses the regular calendar for timelines. I'm used to fiscal for many years, and it messes me up so bad, even though it's easier. That's fun. Yeah, because the fiscal calendar is all over the place. I mean, relatively to, you know, traditional Gregorian calendar. Alright, so let's see what I'm going to do here. So I want to get through my rank 4s, just a bit of strategery here. And the yeah, easy, exactly, yeah. The recoil is what gets you. That's what took me the longest. As soon as I finally unlocked the damage masteries, that's what took me the longest to get used to. Is that you can't throw specials much anymore, especially on quests and arenas. Who cares? Man, the lag in the game tonight. It's the second, like, super slow slowdown. Alright, whatever. Reset number 3. Yeah, that's the way that you counter it. You just gotta keep slugging away and, like, either not use specials at all or just really use them selectively. How many points do I need to get the 3-star? Probably about anywhere between about 35 mil. 40 would be crazy, but 35 mil should be enough. Just because the 5-star Hyperion has been around for a while. And if Archangel, Stark Spidey, and then Medusa's cutoffs are anything to go by, they all went for about 30 mil even. So if you want to put up 35 just for a little bit extra padding, it should be enough. Should be. Holy smoke, says LK mcoc. I'm finally able to catch you live. It's been a while. It has. Hope you're doing well, bud. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I believe me, I get it. But it's really cool to have you. I'm doing really good. It's been a roller coaster of a month in a good way. It's been a good roller coaster, but hot dang, man. A lot of highs, a lot of like mid, not a lot of lows, which is good. So it's a good month, the last month. Got to visit with some friends, got to visit with some family, got to spend some good family time, got to punch dudes in the face an awful lot here in this game, got some good work stuff. A lot of things. Plus I got to see Shang-Chi in theaters, and that was the first movie I'd seen in a theater in like almost a year and a half. And I liked it. It was nice. Donut Cop, yo! What is good, Donut Cop? Hey, it's been a good minute for you two. How's everything been with you as well, my friend? Are you excited for Anti-Venom and Null? Yes. Yes, I am. For both of them. I'm looking forward to talking more about them both ad nauseum later on. But yes, I'm excited for both of them. For different reasons. I think we got a really good month coming up here. Like, I don't think it's going to be like Hercules again, where Hercules is just like steals all of the hype from whoever the sub-feature was. America Chavez, right? Yeah. Poor America Chavez. She didn't stand a chance. I don't think it's going to be like that this time around. I think they're pretty well balanced against each other. Like, they're both really good for their own reasons. And they both have a huge fan following, and I think that they're both going to be fun champions to have. I was doing good saving units. I had 45. I had 4,500 saved. And then I saw the Hyperion calves. Oh no. How many you got now, and what'd you get out of those calves? Do you think No will be like the APOC for symbiotes? I hope so. He's either going to be the APOC for symbiotes or like the Odin for symbiotes. Like something that, like, he's definitely going to have a symbiote synergy. For sure, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to have some sort of like symbiote, #symbiote synergy. Like, they have to, right? Now, how good that winds up being, I don't know. I have to wait and see. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Hasn't been that good of a month for me in MCC. Dropped a lot on the Nimrod calves, pulled a couple 5-star dupes, and the rest from the 3 and 4-star max. That brings me to quite a bit. So I've almost quit the game, but Hobbs talked me into going just completely FTP. I think that's really good. I think that's really good. I'm never going to criticize someone's choice to spend or not spend. I think that's none of my damn business. And I think that's entirely up to each and every one of you guys out there. But what I will say is whether you spend money, whether you don't spend money, whether you play, you know, whether you like playing Alliance War or Alliance Quest or Arenas or whatever, if it comes to a point where the game isn't fun the way it used to be, I recommend doing two things. I recommend like taking a break from the game and just living your life for a little bit, and then coming back later on, seeing if it's something you still enjoy, or just playing completely for fun, you know, just for funsies. Like I certainly have had my moments where it's just like, dude, I don't want to do anything right now. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to waste energy on stupid quests for loot that I don't need. I don't want to do Alliance Quest. I don't want to do Alliance War. I don't want to do Arena. Nah. So what I do is like, it's on a much smaller scale, but like for a day, couple days, it's just like, cool, I'm gonna play as Thor today, and I'm just gonna have fun with Thor, and I just take the champ out for a spin, I bring some synergies, I slap some dudes around for a bit, and to me, that's fun. It's fun. I get to just play the game for fun. Then not only do I feel a lot better about the game as a whole, but I feel better just my own mental health at the same time. And then my experience has been then I'm good to go and I just keep going. Until the next time when it's like, all right, cool, I need to take a step back for a sec. It's part of it. I mean, this game is open-ended for a reason. It's, you know, it is going to keep going in perpetuity until it stops making money. So we're going to have mcoc for a while. If their 2021 financials are any sort of indication, we're going to have this game for a while. Donut Cop, I now have 200 units, a 6-star Black Bolt dupe, and a shiny new 6-star hype. Dude! Jackpot! Man, that worked out so good. So good. Congrats. Big congrats, bud. A little jealous, not gonna lie. A lot of jealous, but that's really cool. Cheers, all. Saving for a Cyber Weekend right now. I've got 13,000 units. Good, yeah. Cyber Weekend, the final milestone, I think, is like, what, 30,000 units, something like that? No, less than that. Yeah, maybe. A lot of units. And then they've got like a 3,000 unit offer at the very end for like a Nexus or something cute. Well, 4th of July was the generic 6-star Awakening. I take that back. But they always have that little extra something. Just in case. Just in case you had some extra units sitting around. Or to twist the knife a little bit more and incentivize you. PP says just do PDB light. Do some Cyber Monday and some July 4th. Maybe an occasional daily if you want. Yeah. Again, I mean, it's whatever is fun for you, you know? Because as soon as the game stops being fun, then it's lost its purpose. It's not supposed to be a job. It's not supposed to be a stress inducer. It's not supposed to be a chore. It's a game, you know? At the end of the day, it's a game. So if it stops being fun or becomes too stressful, yeah, take a break. Put it down. Do something else. Lord knows I have. I mean, especially after a big arena grind, you know? Then it's just like, man, I've been playing this game like nonstop for 2 days, 2.5 days, 3 days, whatever it is. I need a shower, I need food, I need sleep, I need to spend time with my family. Bye. And then I do. And it's good. And I don't think about the game at all. And I'm happy. When I come back and I play the game again, I'm still happy. That's just my 2 cents. Yeah, I'm done with the mcoc fish bait, and I'm staying back waiting for Black Friday. That's good. That's good. Because, I mean, honestly, Cyber Weekend is... If you're going to do one, that is the one to do. That is definitely the one to do. Oh, speaking of which, since we are talking about, like, pay for play and whatnot, there's going to be a daily card coming out tomorrow. What the daily card is going to be is anybody's guess, but I am willing to bet as many, like, all the in-game units as possible that there's going to be a daily card offer tomorrow. So the last daily card was, I think, 6-star shards. This current one that's finishing up right now was rank 4 materials. You're either tier 3 alpha shards or tier 6 basic shards. So I don't know what they're going to do next. Honestly, if they're going to go back to shards, if it's going to be like choose your own adventure, if you want champ shards or if you want rank up materials, I don't know if they're going to do that. Bits and bobs for a specific champion, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But just be aware. Now's the time to hit Arena and save up for Cyber Weekend. Yep, there's still plenty of time. There's a copious amount of time to hit arenas, save up battle chips, save up units. Because you still have a couple months to go, month and a half almost, till Cyber Weekend. More than enough time. Acrotech says, a 6-star replacing a 5-star sounds like a fancy way to do substitution. Robbie making us do overdue homework? Yes. PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, parentheses, wait, I said parentheses. Multiply, divide, addition, subtraction. Something like that. I don't know. I'm an artist. Completely opposite side of the brain. But speaking of which, that's the question of the evening over here. So like we all have most of us all have a 5-star roster, right? And then for some of us, we're starting to really dive into 6 stars. When, for you guys, is that point where you put your shiny ranked up 5-star on the bench and then start running with a 6? Is it like as soon as you get a replacement 6-star? Is it like you got them ranked up? What is it for you? What's the line in the sand? Oh good, these guys are almost off a cooldown. Good. Good. So in the meantime, let's just burn a few units, shall we? I love Spider-Ham. Dude just melts arenas. If it's another Cav daily card, I will def get it. The last round was good to me a few months back. Good. Yeah, and hopefully Hopefully you pull a couple more bangers out of that, huh? 3 6-star Nexus and 30 calves, and one of those had my rank 3 Doom in it. Solid. Solid, Redwood. Yeah, man, pulling a 6-star Nexus just period is still crazy. General Doom says, why is the stream lagging when you got too many good 6 stars? It's OBS is what it is, because like the face cam here is fine, right? It's just the game itself that lags. So I don't know if it's a setting in OBS that I just got to change to make sure that, you know, there isn't any sort of like hiccups or there aren't any lag, or if the OBS that I got, which is older, is finally starting to show signs of its age. Taz says, I need a shower. Hopefully no one is saying that after a grind. I don't know, man. For me, that definitely is it. Because like part of it too is just like a nice relaxing shower. I don't know, I'm one of those people I like taking like, yeah, it's therapeutic. Can't wait for next week. I complete the sigil credits for the 6-star Scarlet Witch, and I've got everything ready to take her to Ring 3. Congrats! It's gonna be bonkers, man. She's so cool. She's so stinking cool. I think you're gonna love her. And then you got friggin' Swadia coming out today with like 2 Abyss solos with the 4-star Sigil Witch, which is just wild. She's good. In the right hands, she's good. Or against the right matchup, I should say. She's good. Like, I started ranking up 6 stars when I got them. Doom, then Havoc, and then I-Bomb. Now we got Doom Awakened. Solid. Still rank up certain 5s. I'm really contemplating taking my APOC to rank 5 from rank 3, even with a 6-star rank 3 APOC. Can never have enough. Because they come in handy, you know. They're such a backbone of so many different squads. I get it. I'm confidently rocking that 4-star roster. Nothing will replace 4-star Archangel. For reals, though, I'd say a 6-star is better when it matches the 5-star Sig, since the adrenaline and increased values beat them out. It's true. That's right, he's got 4 charges. Of course he does. Fuck all that nonsense. More power stink going. Evade out of the way because I'm Spider-Ham and I can, and there you go. It takes care of it himself. Love it. Still use my 5-star rank 5 Clairvoyance and Doom, though it's mostly for AQ, while the rank 3 versions are doing other content. Yeah, that's good. Or just whenever your 5-star roster can cover most content, since 6s will be a long-term investment. At least till the 7s come out. Don't you put that out there in the world. There is enough of that 7-star chatter as it is already. We don't need 7 stars. I do not want 7 stars. I made a video about 7 stars a while back, so I suppose that's me doing my part to just contribute to the game's delinquency. But I don't want to see them. I made the case that if we do see them, we would probably see them within a couple of months from now, today. As like a defender that we have to fight against, but... Stop it. Stop it, Ghost. I've got both. There are always a few 5 stars better than most 6 stars. Hyperion, Maxig 200, and Stark Spidey. I got both. A little subtle brag there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Grats, though. Virendra says, okay. Please, no basic and featured experiment this time. Get that Hyperion. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that again. I do not want to do that again. That was unbelievably painful. Virendra's talking about what I was attempting to do for the Archangel. The Archangel and the Odin grind is that I attempted to do 2 featured grinds concurrently for the featured 6 and the basic 6. And it is possible. It just sucks so bad. It's such a bad time. It is such a bad time. It's possible, but I do not recommend. Because the idea on the strat there was that I was using my 6 stars solely for the feature, just to maximize their points, because they don't count for anything in 5-star basic. And then as those guys came off a cooldown, then I'd jump over the other arena and run my 5s, jump back over, run my 6s over there. Just keep the cycle going. Excuse me. But, not fun. But now I know. Now I know. Now you guys know too. Don't do it. It's... Nobody should hate their body that much to put their body through that kind of stress. 7 stars will have auto revives put in, so when you get KO'd in a fight, you revive the 20% until you win or go bankrupt. Also automatically files for you in case you hadn't by that time. There you go. That's a fun idea. My guess though for the 7 stars is that 7 stars have some sort of relic boosting feature, right? Because like relics are supposed to be in the game soon, so 7 stars would come out after the relics did. And that the 7 star, instead of having like adrenaline or that special 3 mini game, they would wind up increasing the potency of whatever relic they're holding by some random X%, right? Just an idea. For Halloween, are you gonna dress up as Doom, aka Victor vonShoe? That's fun. I haven't decided yet. I'm very excited for Halloween, but I have not decided what I'm gonna do yet. I got a little bit of time to think about it, but man, I want to do something fun. I want to do something cool, but at the same time too, between Inktober, Grindtober Fest, and then just, you know, day-to-day life, I don't know how much time I have to put together or build a costume. Maybe boring and just come in with like a yellow shirt with a zigzag and I'll be Charlie Brown. Something like that. I don't know. I got time. I can just like dress up as an NPC. I just come in my regular street clothes. Hey, this is my costume. Might lose some street credibility that way. Blink. freaking me that Shang-Chi is in crystals already. I wound up pulling a 5-star dupe earlier. I was like, I didn't even remember this guy was in the crystal pool. He is, it's just that his 6-star isn't because reasons. Right. Oh, I do have a third guy. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Refreshed you so I don't lose you. Ben stopping by. How's it going, Ben? Happy Thursday. Hey, Rob, I didn't do any featured grind after I reported several accounts which used mercs, always in the top 50 to Kabam, but no action taken yet. I'm totally disappointed in the company. Okay, so there are some things that I can say, I can comment on, and there are some things that I cannot comment on. One thing that I can comment on is that the last 3 basic arenas have been very, very clean and very clear of bot accounts. So like you remember for like the Kingpin and the Psycho Man and Super Scroll arenas, like 30% at least, up to 40% of the top 100 spots were bots. And that same was true for, 1 to 5, and then presumably going down the list further. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why we don't see those guys as much anymore. That being said, Kabam is intimately aware that there are lots of people cheating in arenas between using bots, using mercs, and account sharing. And while they haven't given any details or specifics as to what they're doing or what they're looking at, they have somewhat, but not entirely cryptically said that they are doing something about it. So, yeah, it sucks for right now, and especially as with all these big featured 6-star grinds going on, that without a doubt there is a copious amount of account sharing at the very least. But I'm sure they'll get their due soon. Be Kabam vonShoe. Just wear a black hat and t-shirt and talk about how great Cyclops is. That would be very fun and very silly. I like it. Tom stopping by saying, howdy Rob and chat. If you wear a suit and tie and sunglasses, you could be one of the Blues Brothers or Joe Fixit for Halloween. That's fun. Yeah, there you go. I could be Joe Fixit for Halloween. I'll scare everybody. Don't make me angry or else I'll show up in your next crystal opening. Nice little backhand, wrap that up. Reaper, what up, Shoe? What up, Reaper? Welcome, everybody. Pleasure having you here. Happy Thursday. Rob vonShoe, if this is the first time you're stopping by and joining me on the live stream. I stream about 3 times each week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes Sunday. It just depends how the weekend goes. And put out content as frequently as I'm able. I haven't done a lot the last couple days. But there's a reason for that, and that's just because I've been doing grinding. Arena grinds take up so much friggin' time. I want to put out content, but at the same time, too, I can't miss all of that, you know? Just want to keep rolling with some of these 6s that keep coming off a cooldown. Sure. Why not? I-Bomb's another rank 3 contender. I mean, he falls squarely within, like, Question of the Night realm. So I've got a 565 Sig, like, Sig enough. Text that. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I pulled the 5-star Hyperion dupe and 5-star Iceman from some Marauder crystals. Been hunting for Iceman for years. Big W. Big W. One of these days I'm also going to learn how to play Ebony Maw properly. Someday. But it is not this day. Debating if I should use my Mutant Awakening gem on Iceman. No. No, I would not. I would not. There are way too many other, like, amazing god tier mutant options to use them on an Iceman. The ice armor is nice, but not entirely necessary, I don't think. Well, you know what I gotta do? I just need to very heavy. Slow but surely. Or not. Just melt them. Just melt them. So we're getting there. Almost at 100 wins already, which is gnarly. Good gnarly, but still it's like, oh, wow. Alright. Already, I guess. Time flies. Come on. There we go. That should do it. I think. Yeah. Thank goodness for burst damage. That just makes life so much more interesting. I put 195 million for Kitty. Dang, man. Which makes me not so enjoyable considering time in the units. Yes. But you gotta still look at it like you got her, right? Which is something. You got her, which is awesome. And you also have to consider, too, that you could have invested that much on Cavalier crystals and not gotten even a 5-star. Because that happens a lot. You know, some people wind up getting super lucky and getting, like, the featured 6-star out of, like, 5 or 10 or 20 even. And some people don't. Most people don't. The important thing is that you got her. You gotta keep looking at it that way. You gotta look at it that way. You got the prize. You won. It sucks how it happened to how to get there, but now you got her. Hyperion will be an awesome 6-star. I just pulled the 5-star in my second account. Yes, absolutely. So I did a little bit of testing on the beta server with a 6-star Hyperion, an unawakened 6-star Hyperion. And sure, he benefits a little bit from the awakened ability, but if you pair him up with a Beardo and, like, I don't know, either Gamora or Ronin or one of those cosmic champs, that winds up granting a synergy bonus increasing buff duration by 25%, which effectively is Hyperion's Sig, just as a synergy. So, there you go. So even if you're not able to wake up your Hyperion, just throw that Beardo synergy in there and it's good enough. Plus, now you got a Beardo on your squad. That's a lot of units, though. it's just wild that that's where we're at now in terms of arena grinds, you know? It's just wild that that's how it happened. Because I remember the day where, like, you could just use your roster and play halfway casually and get the featured character. That wasn't that long ago. But that's just me being old man Rob, you know, waving my fist at the clouds and saying, back in my day. Funny how that works out. Joel popping in, saying, dropping a like. Have a good stream. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate that, bud. Hope your stream went smashingly well, too. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Probably going to wail out for both Anti-Venom and Null. Okay, so Cyber, here's a question for you then. Are you going to go for each character individually as they come out? With Anti-Venom coming out first, going for him, and then waiting the 2 weeks and then going for a Null? Or are you just going to wait until Null at the end of the month and hope to pull Anti-Venom out of the crystal? That way you're only opening up one set of crystals for both champions. There we go. Cool. Cool pigs look at explosions. 25 says, I'm here from Joel's. Nice, bud. Appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you. Glory Man says, I was late on a raid suggestion, Rob. Dropped a link in Joel's streams. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly as my voice cracks like I'm friggin' 12 years old again. That was a little bit of time ago. Just a little bit of time ago. Ms. Jane, part of the Happy Raid Day. Thank you kindly. Appreciate you stopping by for that raid. And hope your Thursday is going smashingly well. I say Thursday, but I'm well aware that in most of the world at this point it's Friday. It's just habit, I guess. Next 5-star featured pool, I guess, is best after APOC Professor X. You got Herc, Penny, Kitty, and Nimrod. Yeah, so I really, really, really want to see Daredevil Basic in the next 5-star featured pool. Because he has not been available in the 5-star featured crystal yet, period, despite being in a bunch of different incursion crystals and as a chase champion for various different Cavaliers. I know he's not the best skilled champion out there, but for me, Daredevil is my favorite Marvel character. Like, period. Like, Daredevil is it for me. So to get him as a 5-star, and as a 5-star being able to throw 200 SIGs on him, and then take him up to 565, that would just be really cool. Like, that's my wishful thinking right there. And, you know, everybody else on the 5-star pool is cool too. But give me that Daredevil Classic. Please. Rob, you're right. Should be more optimistic. May grind Hyperion the second run. At the end of the day, I think that's all we can be, you know? There's a lot of things. There's always a lot of different ways of looking at stuff. I don't know. I don't always succeed on looking on the bright side of things myself, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just try and stay positive, try and stay optimistic. To each their own, of course, obviously, but for me, and especially for speaking for myself, for some of my grind adventures, it just works out better that way for me. Pulled the 6-star Beardo from a Science Cav yesterday, got 5-star Shang-Chi today from Mutant Skill. You're on fire, Tom. Positively on fire. My go-to team for Hyperion is Odin, Double Black Bolts, and Ronin. Yeah, just want him melting everything, don't you? Let's see for availability. I gotta wait still on those guys. Alright, so let's bring Doom back to life again. Do a couple more rounds. Wish they'd put OG Scarlet Witch in the next 5-star featured, as would most of the community. Yeah, Redwood. Yeah. I mean, they had OG Wolverine in a featured crystal, so it's not like it's breaking any sort of precedent to have a OP champ like that. PP Workshop and a couple different Joel handles. I like that. I like that. I think some of those have some potential. Did you hear about what happened to Analyzer? I hope he has a speedy recovery. I did, and I completely agree. I think for me it was I had a very similar reaction, I think, to most people in the community, a little bit of disbelief, and at the same time too, it just like hitting super close to home. You know, this guy that, you know, you watch and you enjoy his content and enjoy him as a person. He seems like a really nice guy in his videos. This terrible thing happening to him, your heart just goes out to him, you know? It could have been any one of us. That's the dumb thing. It could have been any one of us. And now he's got this whole new thing to contend with. So I think it was really cool that they got a GoFundMe page set up to help with everything that comes next. I was really nice. I saw Seaton posted a video and then a link to that GoFundMe, which is very cool. I hope for the best. Quick Shot Gaming stopping by with hello. How's it going, bud? Happy Thursday. Happy Grindtoberfest Day 1. I haven't dropped that name in a bit. It's Grindtoberfest. I mean, not officially, not technically, not for another 3 hours, but it's still day 1 of this arena, so it's close enough. Grindtoberfest basically for me is that I'm going to be doing a featured grind, or a 6-star grind I should say, every arena for basically the entire month. It's kind of insane. So Hyperion, Crossbones right now, Anti-Venom, Jabari coming up next. The Miles buff is this, I'm assuming, is next month at some point. Omega Red Awakening, Null, Silver Centurion, and then there's one more arena in there someplace. So dealer's choice, who's that going to be? I'm hoping it's Void, but I don't know. I think my thumbs are going to hate me by the end of the month. By the end of the week, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Dang, that's some good luck there, Tom. Last time I had luck on a daily cab was my 6-star Archangel. That's some fire daily luck. I'm going to buy Null's early access bundle, then a bunch of calves. Solid. Good luck. I do wish you the best of luck. Currently saving all my 5-star shards for the next featured. I haven't gotten the 5-star Nimrod or Kitty yet. Good. Happy hunting. 5-star feature is always nice. I think at this point in the game where 5-star shards are more frequent than 6s, and certainly more frequent than they'd ever been in the past, it means that you just have a better shot of getting who you're going for in the 5-star pool. Again, just because of that greater availability. So it's fun. You can wind up popping a bunch of features over the 90 days that the crystals are around for. And hopefully by then, get super lucky. Ben, I've got a story. I bought 10,000 shards from the daily special last night. I opened 6-star red mags from it, and then I stopped. This morning I opened another one, and they got 6-star Professor X. Wow. That's ridiculous. That's cool. But absolutely ridiculous luck. Never done a featured grind, says Quick Shot, sorry, pardon me. Even when it was the featured and basic in the same 4-star arena. Oh yeah. Yeah, they only did Well, no, I take it back. They did a bunch of those. That was such a jumbled mess. The biggest problem was when they had Doctor Strange as the basic champ, and I think it was like Yellow Jacket or Hawkeye or somebody as the featured. Somebody that nobody wanted, and everybody wanted Doc Strange. And it was so weird. It was so weird because everybody was trying to guess where the middle cutoff is. Because you didn't want to get too many points and get yourself that Yellow Jacket, Hawkeye, whatever. But you didn't want to put up too few of points and miss out on Doctor Strange. It was so weird. So like the cutoff, I think overall for all the different places for the sub-featured champion was probably within like 50 to 100,000, if that. It was super tight. It was the most friggin' tight I'd ever seen an arena cutoff. Grindtober. Might have to join you on that. Yeah, welcome aboard, Redwood. Should be able to do one more here. Yeah. It's a wild month, man. It's a wild month. And that's not even, that's just this month. Who knows what they got cooking next month, right? They got the 2 Eternals characters, whether it's Icarus and Cersei or whoever else. I don't know. Or Icarus and, I don't know, Crow or one of the villains. And then I'm hoping for Kraven in December. A Spider-Verse character is all they said. But I'm hoping for Kraven. Wicked 6-star Archangel from a Mutant Cav also. Solid, Tom. Archangels all around. Thanks. If I get lucky and get them, I might make vids on them. Yeah, please do, Cyber. Got a 5-star skill Awakening gem and a generic 5-star gem. I'll give the skill to Shang-Chi and keep generic for the Fury. I think that's a good idea. I think Doom against Havoc is probably a bad idea. Very bad idea. Live. Barely. Barely. That's shock damage, doesn't mess around. I have a theory on Anti-Venom's abilities, where he's the opposite of Venom, in fact. That he places debuffs instead of gaining buffs. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would also make a lot of sense for his class, right? Science champ. November be Rob's sleep month. Yeah, right, I just hibernate. I just crawl back in my cave and roll the rock across, and you don't see me for another month. I love Daredevil Season 3. The fights between Daredevil and Bullseye. I wish they would add Bullseye already for Fox's sake. Yes, please, that. I may or may not have been pestering some of the devs on the dev side of things about that. I want an Electra buff, like a proper Electra buff. I want Bullseye to join the contest freaking finally, and then rework Daredevil Netflix's kit to something that's actually functional. So, please, preferably, that'd be nice. Alrighty, let's see what we're gonna do now. So, let's open up a crystal. Let's do 2 things. I'm gonna open up a crystal just because this is something fun to do. And saving up some 5-star shards for next month. And let's open up a crash number 4. Good lord. And let's get a raid going for BG. So that's the link to BG. I'm going to open up a thing over here. Rob Von Raid. As soon as the game loads. So for Bullseye, I'm thinking he should be given critical bleed abilities with his special and off his heavy attack. His heavy launches a projectile with a 200% ability accuracy and causes a crit bleed. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Rupture would be pretty cool too with that as well. Can be stacked. Yeah, kind of like Carnage, where it just winds up ramping up and stacking up. Crystal, 4-star. Go over there under the handle Rob Von Raid. But let's open this up. What I like to do for the crystal here is guess who the champion's gonna be. You win imaginary brownie points just for kicks. I'm gonna say that today is, well, since we're talking about him, Daredevil Classic. Why not? If you guys want to guess too, throw that in the comment section, chat, whichever. But this is gonna do me for tonight, everybody. It's been a really fun day. It's been productive Grindtoberfest day 1, going for the top 100 Hyperion. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new. It's a growing channel. It's a newer channel. Dude, I guessed it. I guessed it. It's the, yes. Yeah. That never happens. That never happens. That's so cool. Well, I guess I win the imaginary internet points tonight. Oh, that's so fun. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, helps the channel grow. I'm going to be streaming again this weekend, so please check, ring the notification bell. Stay on top of that, because, you know, I'm going to be putting up some more points and having a good time. And, yeah, let's go say hey to BG. But until next time, everybody, I'm Rob vonShoe. Take care, talk soon, stay safe, be well, everyone. Bye for now.